Hey creator friends, welcome to my channel. And here we are, it is Saturday, September the 9th, and this is Saturday Happenings. And I want to start off by saying, yes, I realize I missed Saturday last week, but we've been really kind of crazy busy. We've got so much going on, and we're getting ready next Saturday. In fact, a week from today will be the day that we drive to Eugene to catch the flight, because Sunday morning at 5 a.m. our flight leaves. We live a couple of hours away, so we have to drive over there and be there. They said to be there 2 hours early because our ultimate destination is Canada. So that means we have to be there at 3 a.m. So we're going to leave here at like 1 a.m. to drive over there. So that's fun. Anyway, so it's been busy because I've had a lot of stuff in prep, because there's a lot of things that I would normally do during that 2 weeks that we're gone, like, you know, manage the yard, clean out the flower beds. So we've had to move all that forward so that we can get it done, because we do have someone staying in our house, which I totally appreciate. Snickers will be able to stay here, and, you know, he'll like it, and she loves him, so that's cool. But, you know, I just didn't want to have to come back to all that extra work. So we have been working hard, which explains why there weren't as many videos last week as I normally have. But I did a big thing to my greenhouse, which I will do a video of and post it later this afternoon. The greenhouse, I've got a 10 by 20 greenhouse. If you watched any of my videos, you know it's one of those canvas kinds. Canvas is starting to get icky. I was talking about the fact that we were going to have to buy a new one to put over the top, a new canvas cover. And I decided that I miss having my chickens. Like, I haven't had my chickens for a year, because I gave them to a friend of ours when we had to drive cross country to take care of Brian's dad's home after he passed away, because we didn't know how long we were going to be there. And it was just difficult to get someone that would come over every day and get the eggs and stuff. So my friend wanted some chickens, so I gave them to her. And I just missed them. But then I realized I'm kind of over gardening, because I put so much time and effort into it, and I just don't feel like I reap the benefits that equate to the time and energy. Does that sound really bad? I don't mean it to, but I'm like, yay, I got 3 spaghetti squash. And I know other people that are getting like tons of zucchinis and stuff, and I'm getting like 3. I got some spaghetti squash this year. I got some zucchinis. I got, you know, celery. But point is, all of these things can grow outside of my greenhouse. All of the things that are successful, and I think it's just because of the temperature and here, and we're so close to the coast, it never really gets hot for long. Plus, we are surrounded by trees, so we only get this direct sunlight, like from here, where it should be like there. Kind of over it. So I decided to move all the raised beds out of the greenhouse, and I'll show you, and make like green raised beds kind of around the greenhouse. And then what we're going to do is we're going to convert the greenhouse. We're going to cover it with, you know, chicken wire or wire, and build a door on the front. And we're going to turn it into a big 10 by 20 chicken coop / run, which will be cool because I can see it from a kitchen window. I can see it from my craft window. So, and we're going to leave the cover on the top so it'll protect them from, you know, rain. And I'll be able to sit in the house and look out and see them. And when it's gardening season, I'm going to grow flowers and, you know, the vegetables that do grow, like beets and things like that. And I can have those around it. So when I'm working in my garden, my girls are right there. Anyway, that's my dream. So I will be getting spring chickens. But until then, I will show you what we're doing with the greenhouse, which there was a lot of work. There was a lot of spiders in there. If I had known, oh man. But anyway, last week, I'm looking at my book. You know, I have my calendar that I keep everything in. So last week on the 4th, we did the freezer drawing. That was so fun. And I've already been contacted. The gift card's already been sent out and received. I love this. I love the freezer meat challenge. I will take some meat out for tomorrow because I still have the week before we leave. So I'm going to have to cook a couple meals there. I will not be doing one on the 17th or the 24th because we'll be cruising. But I will show you the meals that we're having on the ship because they're amazing. I've already been looking because we have this Navigator app and you can look and see the daily menu. And I was up at Vi's and she's like, they have really good food on the ships, don't they? And I'm like, yes, they do. So I pulled up my little Navigator app and I read her the menu for the dining room yesterday. She wants to go now. She absolutely wants to go. But she says she's going to have to go on a diet before she goes on the cruise because she'll make up for it, which I've been working on it. And so what I'm going to do is make sure every morning at like 7 o'clock, they have a walk a mile thing because the 4th deck on Holland America ships is the promenade deck, I think they call it, and you can walk around it 4 times as a mile. So every morning I'm going to walk my mile, and then they have a gym that you can access, and I'm going to go up there and try to do a little treadmill because I want to keep up on it, and I don't want to gain a bunch of weight. Last time we went on the cruise, I gained 1 pound. So if I can get away this cruise 2 weeks that way, then I'm going to feel pretty good about myself. Anyway, that's that. But I will have to do a couple of meals between now and then, and I will do my pantry cooking for Tuesday. So I'll do something for that. And then I will do a video of something that I use the meat that I take out of my freezer for that I will show you tomorrow. So those will be coming up next week. But last week I also did Spam Timber. Okay, this is so fun. This is like September becomes Spam Timber, and it is so fun because there are so many really good recipes using Spam. And I love Spam. I actually really do. When I was a kid, my mom used to get Spam, and we'd cut it real thin, like, you know, and then fry it until it was crispy, and we'd use those for like bologna sandwiches. I just love Spam. Anyway, so I did a Spam tater tot casserole, which is the recipe that I found actually on the website. And if you know, that's the thing I do. When I have a product that I want to use, oftentimes I just go straight to the website and see if there's recipes to use it. So that's kind of cool. So I've got one more Spam Timber recipe that I need to do because I'm scheduled on the 20th. So I will make that video this week and I'll get it up. So when you see videos of me on a cruise and then suddenly there's like Soup Timber or another Spam Timber, that's because I already did them and I posted them early. So that don't be confused about how I can be like in the middle of the ocean and making soup. You know, just don't be confused. Anyway, so I've got Spam Timber to do this week. I've got my freezer meat challenge to show you tomorrow. I've got a pantry cooking for 2 on Tuesday. This is coming up. So next week is busy. And then on Sunday, I'll start doing cruise or travel videos. But, so I have also Spam Timber, Soup Timbers coming up. I got 2 Spam Timbers and 1 Soup Timber. Soup Timber, you'll see that video on the 20th. I've already made it. It's up, ready to go. I got to make my Spam Timber. I'm going to make those for lunch today, though. I know what I'm making for that. Super easy. So I'm making those today. And then the other thing, I'm looking at my I was talking to Lisa over at Lisa's Pantry, and you know, we were talking about peppers and different recipes for peppers. So we decided that we are both going to do a video, and we're going to make, I'm just going to give you a little, this isn't a spoiler, this is a teaser. It's going to be a colorful version of a pretty popular pepper recipe. So that, I think we talked about posting that on the 14th. So you might see that. That should be coming up Thursday. So that is what's happening here in the Tuliloo Creates household. But I have stuff to do today. I got to go clean downstairs and get the guest room ready. It's pretty much ready, but I like to have it all fresh and clean. So I'm going to get that ready. Get the kids she's bringing her 2 little kids, and they've got their bedroom that I've got to get ready. And then, I don't know, do a little grocery shopping so I can leave them some yummies and some fun things to eat while they're here. And then I am so excited about our cruise. Like, I am so ready. And it's going to be fun. And I've got a bunch of different I've got 2 GoPros, and both of those GoPros I got on previous cruises because they give you all this onboard credit, the cruise line and then AAA. And so we always have so much onboard credit for stuff. We're not going to buy a bunch of stuff in the gift shop. So I always go to the photo place. I got a GoPro Hero Black 7 a while ago, like several cruises ago. And then a couple of cruises later, they had the GoPro Hero Black 9. So I got both of those, and I've used them a little hit or miss, but I am determined to use them. So I've got them all geared up and ready to go. And then I got, one time they had a DJI like OM5, which is a gimbal for your cell phone. That was on our last cruise, and Brian just rolls his eyes because I like cameras, I like techie stuff. And it's funny because Brian just rolls his eyes and I'm like, ooh, a gimbal. Is that for your cell phone? Yeah, I definitely want to use my onboard credit for that. So I got that. And then another time I got the DJI Pocket 2, which is a little tiny camera. It's like gimbal. It's really cool. So I've got all of those, and I am bound and determined to learn them, to use them, and to make videos with them. So that's my goal, is to learn how to do that. So I'll start doing that for our cruise. But other than that, I can't think of anything other than look at what a beautiful day it is. It is going to be another phenomenal day. And I have friends that live in parts of the country that they're either sweating like crazy or all of a sudden it's become fall and it's cold. It's getting cold. For us, it's beautiful. Yesterday, I don't know, we're like in the high 60s, I guess. Maybe it gets up to the low 70s, but that's just perfect weather. So this is what we got. It won't be long though, and we will be covered just pouring rain a lot because it rains a lot in the Pacific Northwest. But that's it for me, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you hang out. And if you are returning, thank you. I love having you here. And if you love it, hit that like button because it helps. You know, subscribing and liking, it helps. And I hope I get to see you guys later, and I will go do a video of my greenhouse that I will post later today. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.